Hi, my name is Maria Camila Calderon. I'm studying psychology, and in my presentation, I'm going to talk about a story from book of Oliver Sacks of a series of briefcase studies centered around some aspects of neurology. Neurology is the field of science that deals with the nervous system. This book tells 24 extraordinary stories. I will talk about a special one, Mrs. Seth, who lost the ability to conceive of life after having a stroke.
Well, a neurologist's favorite word is deficit, denoting an impairment or incapacity of neurological function. Loss of speech, loss of language, loss of memory, loss of vision, loss of identity, and myriad other lacks and losses of specific function or faculties. For all these dysfunctions, we have privative words every sort, like aphonia, aphemia, aphasia, alexia, apraxia, agnosia, amnesia, atraxia, a word of every specific neural or mental function of which patients. But Sacks, Oliver Sacks, discusses neurological disorders that can be construed as a deficit in an ordinary function of the brain. He argues that medical community turns to define almost all the neurological disorders as a deficit of some kind. But Sachs claims that the paradigm of mental illness as a deficit is too narrow. First, because it marginalizes disorder of the right hemisphere of the brain, which cannot easily be understood as a deficit in a specific brain function. And second, because the paradigm underestimates subject abilities to find ways to comprehend for mental illness and make up of deficit. Well, returning to Mrs. S, she is an intelligent woman in her 60s, has suffered a massive stroke affecting the deeper back and portion of her right cerebral hemisphere. Uh, she was perfectly perceived the intelligence and humor, but sometimes she complains to the nurses that they have not put the dessert of the coffee on her tray. Then, when they say, but Mrs. X, it is right there on the left, she seems not to understand what they say and does not look to the left. Sometimes she complains that her portions are too small, but it is because she only eats for the right half of the plate. Sometimes she will put a lipstick and makeup only to the right half of the face. It is almost impossible to treat these things, really, because her attention cannot be drawn to themselves that she has not conception that they are wrong. She knows it is intellectually and can understand, but it is impossible for her to know it directly. It will seem far simple to her to rotate the plate and rotate herself. She agrees and has tried this, or at least try it, but it is all the difficult. It does not come naturally because her looking, her attention, her spontaneous movements and impulses are all not exclusive and in to the right. So computers maybe and computers games may also be invaluable to patients with unilateral negligence. It monitoring him the missing half or teaching them to do this themselves. I think that is the only treatment that Miss Dr. Sachs can argument.